If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code Goblin for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now this 1.08 patch update came out yesterday and I now have broken down everything that came out with this update. Basically it was weird with this update because they didn't really have any patch notes. They basically just said for patch notes, Winter Siege has been removed, but that's not really true. There's a bunch of different stuff to talk about, and that's why this video is not right when the patch update came out, because we had to wait for people to find everything new in this patch update. That's what we're going to talk about today. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and let's go for 72 likes. That'd be awesome if we could hit that. I'm very excited to talk about this 1.08 patch update. So the first thing with this update is that it is 1.8 gigabytes big or large or whatever, which is a really big update. Most updates are, you know, the biggest updates in COD are between 1 and 2 gigabytes. Most smaller updates are usually just hotfixed into the game, which what a hotfix would mean is that you don't actually have to download the update. With this one, when you log on, when you try to play Call of Duty, if you try to play yesterday, or if you try to play today and you haven't done it already, it's going to prompt you and say you have to download this 1.8 gigabyte update, which will take, you know, depending on your internet, you know, whatever, maybe 5 to 30 minutes, depending on your internet speeds. Of course, everyone is going to be different with that, but that is a 1.8 gigabyte file. Now, according to Sledgehammer Games, only Winter Siege was removed, but that's not very accurate. There's a bunch of different changes and more specific things I have to go into. That's what I'm going to be breaking down in today's video. So let's talk about it. First thing, of course, Winter Siege is done. January 2nd, they said Winter Siege would end, and it is over. So the headquarters is back to normal. Winter Quarantine is gone. Basically, how it is there was a bunch of confusion around how this Winter Siege event would end. Would everything disappear? And I've taken some notes and broken down everything you guys need to know. So Winter Siege is removed. However, you can still open the winter supply drops you had. So the winter supply drops, I had a couple left. I just opened them up you know, yesterday when I logged on. That's basically what you can do with your winter supply drops. The winter collections under the quartermaster, and by the way, the quartermaster is back to the lady. It's not the butcher as it was for the Winter Siege event. It's back to the traditional lady we had for pretty much all of November and the start of December until this update. The winter collections are now locked. So you can look at the collections. However, you can't buy anything. You can't unlock anything through there. They say that this event is over and those collections are locked. So if you wanted to buy something from there, unfortunately, your time is up. However, special orders that you already have activated are still activated. So, for example, I have a special order, win 35 multiplayer matches, or not win, complete 35 multiplayer matches, and I get the ice pick. That is still active for me. So as long as I don't take up any other special orders, I'm just going to complete that one naturally over the next couple of days or whatever, as long as I'm, you know, playing the game. 35 matches. It takes, you know, a while depending on how often you're playing, and as long as you don't mess with that, your special orders should still be there. However, you can't sign up for new special orders, and of course the special orders from the winter event to get these weapons are now gone. So if you hadn't signed up, your luck is gone there. Next thing, which I think is pretty cool, and I haven't tested this for myself, but a lot of people are saying this. They're saying that winter items can now be unlocked from normal supply drops, common or rare supply drops, which is very interesting. I thought they might do this because that would, of course, crowd the supply drops some more. However, it does get you a chance at getting these new weapons still. So I'm not sure if it is overall a positive or a negative for the community. It obviously depends if you have the winter weapons already. I myself have all of them except the ice pick, which I'm going to be completing through the special order, so I really don't need the winter stuff in supply drops. But I really do think that the supply drop system, especially in these recent CODs, you know, in Black Ops 3, IW, and in World War II, it's so crowded with a bunch of stuff that no one really cares about, of course, to decrease your odds from getting the good stuff and the good weapons and variants and other stuff like that. But that is something to do with that. As far as the Winter Siege event wrapping up, that's pretty much all you need to know with that. Next is we have a new game mode added into this game, which is Hardcore Kill Confirm. Now, a lot of people have been asking for this. A lot of people play hardcore only, and you know, there's certain people that when they play Call of Duty, it's always hardcore. Me myself personally, I'm more of a core player. I will dabble in some hardcore now, you know, now and then. But those people that play hardcore only, I think they were getting kind of bored with the same game mode, same maps over and over and over. And I saw a lot of people requesting this for the last couple of months. Now it's finally happened. Hardcore kill confirmed. If that's something you're interested in, you should like that. It's probably going to be a fairly fast way to level up as well. So that's pretty cool. Another thing in this update is a lot of people were claiming that the FG42 was secretly buffed and that the fire rate was back up and stuff like that. Me, myself too. I hopped on, I shot it in the firing range, and it felt to me like it was shooting very fast. However, people that, test the actual fire rates, Drifter, Exclusive Ace, they're pretty notable people for testing fire rates and testing gun statistics. They tested the FG42 and said that it still fires at that 444 fire rate, 444, 444. Shout out to Jay-Z, that was an awesome album that he came out with, which is kind of crazy that that's the same fire rate the FG42 has, but that's the fire rate, the 444, that it had after the patch update, and they're saying that it fired like that 2 days ago and it still fires like that today. So that any FG42 buff that you guys are feeling, or that I was thinking that was on there, it was a complete placebo effect, which basically means that everyone just started talking about it, thinking about it, and it definitely does feel like it fires faster. But of course, if they've tested the actual numbers, there's really no argument to make against actual numbers. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about that. I still think the FG42 is good. I mean, I made a video like 2 days ago how to make it overpowered after the patch update. Slap on rapid fire, slap on that 4 attachments with the primed infantry. You guys should check that video out. It's like a class it up and everything about the FG42, and it still is very good. But I do think this was a placebo and that there was no actual secret buff. Next thing is Quartermaster. They changed the contracts. Now, the contracts for the winter event, for before the winter event, they were pretty self-explanatory. 70 kills in 40 minutes in domination, 50 kills in 30 minutes, just stuff like that. Now, the Quartermaster contracts are all a lot easier and more calculated. So, if you go into the Quartermaster lady, look at her contracts, you'll see now they're a lot different. They'll be like, get 25 kills with SMGs in 30 minutes, get 20 kills with infantry, get 15 kills with a shotgun. Honestly, they're all very, very easy, and I think that's what they did to cater to more, average or beginner players, is make these contracts a bit easier, because they were very difficult before. Some of them were ones that even I had to go off to complete. Of course, now what they've done to counteract that, now that these contracts are fairly easy, and honestly, you can complete a bunch of these contracts every single day and get a huge load of rare supply drops, common supply drops, and other bonuses. They do cost more armory credits. Now, of course, when ones are going to be like, hey, get 20 kills with a shotgun, you have like an hour to complete it or whatever, the cost for those ones are like 375 armory credits, which at that point, in my opinion, is it even worth paying the armory credits to get the supply drops? That's where the big dilemma comes in. The certain ones that are 50 to 200, I think those are worth doing to get yourself a rare supply drop, but the ones that are 375, in my personal opinion, it's not even worth it. Not only are you having to pay that amount to get the supply drop, you still have to do the work. So I don't think it's really worth it for those ones anywhere over 250 or over 200, around that range. It all depends on what you guys value more, though, if you value the rare supply drops or if you value armory credits. Now, the reason why I'm valuing armory credits is because this is a 1.8 gigabyte update. And the thing with that is that there probably are some new weapons or something in this update that, of course, will be released at a later date, because it doesn't take almost a 2 gigabyte update just to remove the winter siege, and that's where all the conspiracy theories come into play and stuff like that. But that's definitely what I think. Save your armory credits. I'm saving all of mine. I have like over 20k or something like that, I think. And save your supply drops if you want, but definitely armory credits, because this next event or next set of weapons, if they are in collections and you're, a rich person with armory credits, you can straight up just buy it. That's what I would say. Next update is with Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime now. If you have your Twitch Prime or your Amazon Prime linked to your Call of Duty account, I'm not sure exactly how you do that. I'm sure you can just look it up on Google and figure it out. But you get a rare supply drop and an epic supply drop waiting for you in your mailbox. Now, an epic supply drop, you guys may think, I've never heard that before, and it's because it's brand new. Epic supply drops, what they grant for you is they grant basically an epic supply drop. How it works is it's exactly like a rare supply drop, except in a rare you're guaranteed at least one rare or better item. In an epic you're guaranteed at least one epic or better item. So you're pretty much going to get an epic every single time. Now that could be an epic calling card, it could be an epic gear set. It doesn't mean it's an epic weapon or something that you really want, but it is going to be an epic. There's also one contract that you can do. It's a bit of a harder contract to get an epic supply drop without having your Twitch Prime linked. Do I think it's worth signing up for Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime to get 1 epic supply drop and 1 rare supply drop for this month? In my personal opinion, no, I don't think it's worth doing all that, you know, paying. Even if you do a free trial, it's a lot of work to sign up just for 2 simple supply drops. Of course, an epic one is a bit better, but if you can do this contract to get one, I definitely think it's worth it. And if you're already signed up for Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, or maybe someone in your family is signed up, and of course if they don't play Call of Duty, you can just use their account to link it. I think then it's definitely worth it, and that's what I would say about that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. This is everything you guys need to know about this 1.08 update. New stuff is definitely coming. 2 GB update, new stuff is coming. Save your credits. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Sub for Cookie and Don't Licky, and I'm out. Peace.